You've spent so much time explaining yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your perspective. You've laid it all out, hoping they'd see you for who you are, hoping they'd understand. But no matter how carefully you choose your words, how patiently you wait, they remain blind. They dismiss your efforts, overlook your worth, and take your presence for granted. You gave them everything. Your time, your energy, your loyalty. You were there when no one else was, holding them up when they couldn't stand on their own. But what did they give you in return? Excuses. Empty promises. A pattern of neglect disguised as normalcy. You could shout until your voice is gone, but it wouldn't matter. Some people don't hear you until the silence becomes deafening. They won't see your value while you're still standing in front of them. It's only when the door closes, when the absence takes hold, that they'll finally begin to understand. It's a harsh truth. People often fail to appreciate what they have until it's gone. They assume you'll always be there, that your patience has no limits, that your kindness will never fade. But they're wrong. You've stayed long enough. You've fought battles they didn't even notice. You've carried the weight of their indifference on your shoulders. But now, it's time to let go. Walking away isn't easy. It's not about giving up or admitting defeat. It's about choosing yourself. It's about recognizing that you deserve more than to be someone's backup plan, someone's second thought, someone's taken for granted constant. At first, they might not notice you're gone. They might think you'll come back, that this is just another moment they can overlook. But slowly, surely, the reality will sink in. They'll look around and realize the small things you used to do, things they never acknowledged, aren't being done anymore. The messages they took their time replying to are no longer being sent. The support they leaned on is no longer there. The presence they ignored has disappeared. And that's when it will hit them. You're not coming back. Regret doesn't arrive on time. It lingers in the empty spaces, in the quiet moments when they finally see what they had and lost. They'll replay conversations in their head, wondering why they didn't listen more, care more, try harder. But by then it will be too late. You'll be gone, not just physically, but emotionally. You'll have moved on to a life where your worth is recognized and cherished. You'll be surrounded by people who see you, appreciate you, and never take you for granted. Let them sit with the void you leave behind. Let them wrestle with the regret that comes from realizing they were the architects of their own loss. It's not your job to teach them how to value you. It's not your burden to bear anymore. They'll wonder where you went, why you left, and when they lost their chance. But the truth is, they lost it long before you walked away. They lost it the moment they stopped seeing you, the moment they decided your presence was a given instead of a gift. You don't need their understanding anymore. You don't need their approval, their apologies, or their promises to do better. You've already given them enough chances, more than they deserved. Walking away isn't weakness. It's the ultimate act of strength. It's standing up for yourself when no one else will. It's refusing to shrink yourself to fit into someone else's world. It's choosing peace over chaos, growth over stagnation, and self-respect over validation. Let them learn in your absence what they refuse to see in your presence. Let them feel the weight of what they lost, the gravity of their choices. Let them understand, in their own time, that they pushed away something rare, something real. And as they come to terms with what they've done, you'll be thriving. You'll be rising, building a life where you're valued and celebrated. A life where your worth is never in question. They'll only understand when it's too late. But by then, you won't need their understanding. You'll have found the one person whose approval truly matters, your own,